Alright guys, welcome to my finals game, the last game of the season for the UBA's Battling Association Delta Division Season 3. We are finally here after technically 8 successful game wins and 1 forfeit win. Because, you know, some people just shone, I guess. Yeah, we're here. We are a confirmed person who can play UBA's Pokemon when they have a completely broken team. Speaking of completely broken teams, we are playing once again against the Amsterdam Ampharos under the coaching of Yacht of Energy, good Dutch boy himself, who I've been playing a lot these past few weeks, it feels like. Yeah, this team is still terrifying. It's still very stally and difficult to break through, so I've had to bring a different sort of, because I brought a very anti-stall team last time, I had to bring less anti-stally and just a fairly different sort of build now. Yay. So now my team is the his team is the Lugia, Magiana, Palkia, Megalopony, Landorus Therian, Centiscorch, Serperior, Raikou, Nihiljo, Umbreon, Starmie, and Chansey. So that's a pretty intimidating build themselves. So here is what I have for it. I have the Alolan Marowak with the thick club, got that juicy, is it like 568 attack, I think? Rockhead this time, which I think is the first time I've run it in 3 games. I'm pretty sure the other 2 games where I brought it, both times I ran the Lightning Rod to be immunity to like Tapu Koko, I think, in one game, and I forget what the other electric type was. And I'm getting viruses, which is very fun. Got to figure out how to stop that. But yeah, so I have the Swords Dance here, or the Substitute, depends on how I feel like I need to capitalize on a turn, with Flare Blitz and Shadow Bone to be able to slam through. And then I have my first Trick Room setter on the team, which is a Mew with Trick Room. It's got Ice Beam for the Landorus Therian. It has U-Turn with some speed investment. The idea is to be able to fast U-Turn out into my Alolan Marowak in Trick Room, not to be able to regular U-Turn out outside of Trick Room. And it has Stealth Rock to be able to chip all of the Pokemon. Okay, I might have to restart if this is... I don't know how to stop this virus that's kind of going nuts on my computer. Sorry about that, boys. Yeah. Stealth Rock to be able to chip the Lugia. Last time we brought Leftovers. Leftovers is a somewhat reasonable item. I personally would have gone... I generally just think that with something like Lugia, the heavy-duty boots would be better to maintain the multi-scale or whatever. Ice Beam obviously hits the Landorus Therian and the Lugia pretty decently, which is nice. Paragon 2 is also mono Ice Beam, but it has Trick Room and then Teleport again to get that negative priority switch into the Marowak, into Dugtrio, into Genesect, you know, however it may be. Recover for recovery, so I can set up Trick Room out multiple times, and Ice Beam for chip. Now I have Pextacular, which is the same set but with different EV spread. I believe I have more special defense this time, because he brought a very defensive Landorus, so I figure I might as well prep for that as well. Toxic, Spite, Recover, and Scald, the same 4 moves as last time for the same reason. Spite is very good, especially to wear down like Superior's Leaf Storm, so on and so forth. Toxic is very good at chipping down a lot of his team. Spite also is good against the Magearna, which is his toxic immunity. I think he might have another one, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Spite's very good at dealing with the recovery moves from... I don't know what's happening. Sorry. Spite's very good at dealing with the PP on the Chansey as well. And Scald is good for burns, Toxic is good for not burns. U-Turn, Iron Head, Extreme Speed, Nice Beam, same 4 moves as last time, exact same EV spread. The speed is still for the same Mon. E-Speed is still good to deal with Mons in the late game. U-Turn is still really strong. Iron Head is still a good stab option. Ice Beam still hits Landorus Therian. It's still just very strong at being able to plow through his team. And then finally we have the Choice Banded Dugtrio, Earthquake, Sucker Punch, Toxic, and Memento this time. So last time I think I had like Air Lace and Stone Edge or something. Toxic is good to be able to toxic things, you know, I figured I actually would like that more than Stone Edge in most cases. I wouldn't really expect Center Scorch to come. I'm not worried about it if it does come, because it's not very physically bulky. It's actually relatively frail on the Fizz Def side, and somewhat more specially bulky, so I'm not worried about it stopping the Alola Whack, or... I guess it does kind of wall the Genesis. I don't care. Yeah, Memento is good to be able to pivot into things if that's where the game winds up being. Earthquake is good just to be able to chip the Magina, even though it's probably going to be shooting very like it was last time, because it's still an optimal item on the Mon. Yeah, I'm just going to challenge my opponent. Honestly, I don't really care if I win or lose this game. Like, I just don't. I already made it to finals, this is already a last game. Okay. It must have its hidden ability, which is Analytic. Okay. Let me just update that set then, I think. I need to clear and restart. I should have probably checked that in advance. That would be for Teleport, by the way, if people were wondering. Teleport this generation, well, last generation technically, it got a buff, which allows it to be a reverse priority switching like momentum move, whereas in previous generations it was unsuccessful outside of battle. Well, sorry, outside of like the main game in trainer battle, so you could teleport away from one Pokemon, so on and so forth. But now as of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, it is a reverse priority momentum move, which is very nice to be able to get into threats, to be able to use Trick Room turns well, etc, etc. It's very nice, I think, specifically for Porygon 2, and something else got it, which was pretty good that it had it. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. So I've messaged my opponent on Discord. Hopefully they see it and accept, and I don't have to talk for too long. But yeah, I'm actually about to go traveling for a little bit, which should be pretty fun. There we go. Okay, so my opponent brought a relatively similar team to last time. No Superior, here's Raikou instead. The Raikou is annoying for this team because I didn't bring Lightning Rod, but... Oh yeah, by the way, Raikou, because of the access to Nature Mints, now no longer needs to be Rash, it can be speed boosting and have Aura Sphere. I don't think that's particularly relevant to this matchup. None of my team is faster than Raikou except for Dog Trio, which is speed invested for Raikou. Honestly, I think just Mew is still a good lead. I wish I could run Trace, because getting pressure off of Raikou would be super nice, as well as the idea was Intimidate for Landorus, and pressure from Palkia. Can Soul Art if I somehow kill Magina with Ice Beam, you know? Cool. I'm gonna put up rocks. I'm more specially defensive. Oh, he didn't have Lock last time. No, he did. I killed it with Stone Edge from Aerodactyl. Free Trick Room. I did get crit, which is unfortunate. High crit rate. Clutch. I can't imagine I Oko Pack. I'm just gonna check the damage because, I mean, obviously that was a crit, which is, you know, not easy to deal with. It's not Life Orb. Yeah, it can't be doing that, it's Choice Specs. Okay, well, I'm gonna stay in and try to get damage, maybe freeze him, hopefully not. Why would you... I guess I should have gone into, okay. Well, I just get one less kill now. Like, I just get less kills. I still need that mute, honestly. It's annoying, it's annoying, it's annoying. Oh well, I can trick room again here. I can get that reverse priority teleport off. The only problem is if he clicks substitute. He didn't click substitute. Marowak comes in, clicks Flare Blitz for free. He does have the 4 times resist in Palkia. I'll still take the damage on it if I can get it. Should probably Swords Dance here, honestly. It means I get 2 kills. No, I need to Flare Blitz. I think I Flare Blitz again here. I didn't think he was gonna stay in. I have no idea why that music just stopped. Okay, now it unstopped, so that's the thing. He's probably, I mean, realistically, if he has Fake Out, he should go into low opening. If he doesn't have Fake Out, he should go into... No, there's nothing he can do to stop me getting, I think, a second kill. And I can still set up Trick Room, and I think clean in the late game pretty effectively with the Horizon 2. He no longer has Intimidate pressure, which is good for me. I was just talking about looking. Fake Out is 12 to 14%. -1. Oh, that's on Genesect. Does Genesect get +1 attack? It does. That wasn't really the question though. The question was Marowak. Takes 19 from Fake Out. And I don't think it dies to -1. It's a roll. Alright, well, U-turn's gonna break the sub on +1. I should have gone for Flare Blitz. Does Toxic Breath break the sub? No, Toxic Breath doesn't break the sub. I didn't invest it. There's no way Porygon lives a +1 jump kick, that's not even worth calculating. I'm just gonna go for Spite. Facade, okay bro. Well, you have mildly less of them now. I'm going for Spite again here. Glad to hear the no. I probably should have actually gone hard Genesect there. Yeah, I misplayed. I should have gone Genesect earlier. Oh well. E-Speed's good here, nonetheless. The only E-Speed resist is the Magina. Yeah, I should have gone... That was a big misplay on my behalf. I should have gone into Genesect on the first Facade. I didn't know if it was going to be a return, I just knew that it was not going to be a, like, fire move or anything. Yeah, well, I just E-Speed here. Get chip off, that's all I can do. Actually, I can go to Porygon and Trick Room. Oh shit, it does 40%, okay. Well, that's my bad. Why did I throw it like that? I didn't... Okay. Well, I think I just choked away the game, honestly. Well, I have to go for Trick Room. I threw away the game there because I didn't calc at all. Yeah. I mean, this is going to be Shukaberry, like it was last time. Everyone knows it's going to be Shukaberry. It doesn't change anything. I should have gone for another hit with the thing. I meant to go with Toxapex and then double into Genesect, but I didn't even do that. Yeah, congrats. I really don't care about this match though. This whole, like, half season, I really just did not give a crap. Cool. I could have won that game if I played well. I was really good in my positioning, and then I just didn't calc, and I choked and threw away the game. But I just don't care about this match. This whole half season. Honestly, the coach, like the main commissioner, like half the commissioners just disappeared, and the league mostly died. Half the games wound up in forfeits. I was the only coach with like no forfeit losses. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe one of the other ones was. Definitely Jolts had a forfeit loss. This just whole... yeah, I got shut down halfway through the league, and I just was really not motivated by a lot of this stuff. Like, most of the coaches were very... not of my skill level. A lot of teams were just pretty awful. Like, this should not be a league where you go, like, all the way up to semi-finals without losing a game. Yeah, poor moderation, and the commissioner's been being a dick to a lot of people recently. I've noticed, which I'm just not keen on. Outside of the general dick move of putting me here, and then asking me for building advice for the top division. So clearly he thinks I'm smart enough to build for the top division, but he didn't put me there because bullcrap reason of, oh, I subbed in partway through the league, wound up with a shit team, partway through the draft, wound up with a shit team, and then dropped out because you just couldn't compete because it's an Ubers league, and if your team isn't good, then there's nothing that you can do. Like, realistically, there's very little you can do if you're stuck with, like, Lunala Dialga as your Ubers, which I was. It just... I don't know. I really... Hopefully there'll be an alpha next season and I'll actually care, honestly. It's just... pretty sick, honestly, of the whole thing. And just... 3 Ubers is ridiculous to build against in general. Actually, I'm not a big fan.